chains, platforms, and software, or the winning combination of both. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you for the kind introduction, Manas. So we all recently heard that AI is going to be so advanced in the coming decade that none of us humans might have to work, as exciting as it might sound. And as much as it may look that software may be leading in the future, we'll all have to look back at the fact that it has all been built on steel and powered by energy, if you look at it. So both of you have built successful businesses in the physical economy. And over the last couple of years, like everybody here mentioned, the way business rule book has actually been disrupted by, maybe with AI or global geopolitical shifts, climate mandates, and the list can go on. And from where you both gentlemen stand in the physical economy, what is one major structural shift that software-first entrepreneurs could be underestimating?
Good evening, everyone. So, the AI chapter had just started. Before, we never used to hear this AI. So that with the time, things changes. Same way, time will change on. So we have to move on for next generation, which is AI. With the scale of manpower requirement and other things, we all have to move faster. And that's the only alternate solution.
So I totally agree with him. We have had Y2K, .com, software, ERP, AI. These are all engines which drive all of us. But they're not the only engine and they're not the body of the car. The body of the car, how does AI get created? By data centers. Data centers are built on steel and copper, right? Lithium is a sand. Sand and salt is what your computer is made of, right? Your phone is made of. So there is maybe 2 mines in the world which are producing the right quality of lithium. If one of them get disrupted, all AI will stop. There is a big world shortage of copper. We all hear about that. Copper is the new silver and silver is the new gold. Why? Because there's a lot of consumption of all these items. There's a book by Ed Conway, The Material World. Talks of 7 materials like this: copper, iron ore, steel, sand, salt, oil. We all think the battery EV operated industry will change all of us. Yes, it will. But where does the ships run on? Where do the planes run on? It will take a lot of time to get rid of the physical world. I disagree with Mr. Jain that all of us will not become redundant. All of us will become faster. When I was studying, calculators were not allowed in the exam hall. Now I hear that AI is not allowed, right? So it's all a matter of time. It will change life. Definitely will change life. In the last 35, 40 years, all of us who have that age, Mr. Mariwala is here, he's seen a lot of change in his lives. All of us will see this change and will change in a very big way. The biggest, internet existed forever. Netscape came and changed it. And Netscape no longer exists. So I think those are the things that we have to be warned of, that things will change. They will change for the better. And will not make anybody of us redundant, but will make us all faster workers. And the productivity will go better.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that if we all evolve, we can all coexist.
We have to evolve. We have to evolve. Absolutely.
Yeah. And if there is a shortage of chips and it all really
Shortage of chips will start because there is no sand to make those chips.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and sand cannot be made by AI. Sand has to be mined by machines. Machines cannot be by AI.
AI also needs steel.
And the AI needs steel. So it's a circular economy. It's a circular economy. No part of A car cannot run only on wheels and not only on the engine. You need the wheels, you need the engine, you need a gearbox, and maybe now you need a different kind of a engine, but you still need that engine.
So it all comes to coexistence then.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
coexistence is the word.
Yeah. So metals and minings, as it is some of the toughest businesses because of high barriers to entry. And you have both built businesses in India and also taken it abroad, right? As an Indian enterprise, what is the one major challenge that you would have faced before you took it global, and how did you overcome it? You can do this.
See, global, you have to expand to learn what the world is doing. But you have to start from India and then learn from India and then expand further on and see the world, how they are improving their technology, how the things are going around. And then you have to start your foots forward. So when the foot forward goes on, the next is globe.
We had a very similar journey, not so successful in the beginning like he was.
No, we are all successful.
No, in the beginning we have had, I call myself a 50-year-old startup. The group started 50 years and last 45 years, before the last 5 years, every month I had to worry about my payroll, right? Every month was not making a loss, but the cash flows were always tight. Again, like Mr. Jain said, like Mr. Mariwala said, we have to make profit, but we have to build for the future, build for the future. Unfortunately, the future kept going a little away. Maybe that's an Indian problem, maybe that's an international problem, I don't know. I didn't have the experience at that time or now. We're just getting the experience of how the foreign world looks at. But business was tough. Would I change my past? No, I wouldn't. Going forward, we are now going to very difficult geographies. We were talking about DRC and Papua New Guinea and ABG. And those are very, very difficult geographies, and we hope to repeat what we have done wrongly here. We hope to eliminate that and do the right steps there.
So it's always a tough journey, like for us also. When we started the mines, when I was handed over as a second generation to look after the mines in India, and I was sent to go to mines area, it was just a crude method of mining. And the production, if I don't want to say, if I say it, it was just 1,000 tons a month. And I was asked to go there. I was just racking my brain how to do it, how to improve. But it's a tough journey, and we all have to run the journey around. Now we are making 5 million tons.
You've definitely cracked it quite well. Lessons to learn. There's a lot of excitement around AI-led businesses, and we saw there was a show of hands. There's a lot of talk around AI. But my question to you is, would you urge smart, ambitious young entrepreneurs to take a bet on physical economy over the next decade? And if so, why?
I couldn't get you.
Would we urge new entrepreneurs to go into
Would you ask new entrepreneurs to take a bet on physical economy like steel, mining, not AI and the old age businesses?
No, see, it's a wide open field. The young entrepreneurs should always step into all different areas. AI is future, so they have to be a part of it. But how to achieve AI with these in the different fields, that's the main smartness of the industry. You have to work how we can involve AIs in different fields of mining or other steel activities or whatever we have. So the young people should learn how to do that.
For the entrepreneur world, entry barriers into traditional businesses are getting more and more difficult. If you talk about mining, I would never advise an entrepreneur to get into mining all at the start. There would probably be different routes for him, maybe servicing the mining industry through the AI route and then learning over a period. I wouldn't advise any entrepreneur to start a steel business today because the smallest business requires capital, which is unimaginable for a startup. The startup journey, by definition, is small capital. So, a brick and mortar business, the bricks and mortar cost much more money. And at one time, what Mr. Jain said very correctly, it opened my eyes in a different way, that we say that we invest 5,000 crores in a steel plant, and they say we are making money in the third year. But we are not counting the 5,000 crores, but tell you what it pays back. He has to look at, any entrepreneur in the software business has to look at every day as not being an investment but an expenditure, and therefore he is counted as making a loss. That it's over a period, so he can afford to do that. Then there are A, B, C, D, E series investors coming in. In the brick and mortar, it's very, very difficult to get that kind of capital.
So you're saying anyone who has to go into mining or to the metal business has to have a forward integration. That's what you're saying, right?
See, forward integration is always payable. It's always payable.
Yeah.
Or a little crack in the head.
No, we should always think, apart from just mining, we need to do a forward integration for sure. And as far I think so, all the countries now make sure that you do some forward integration, so that you just don't explore the minerals, but do it something, convert it
Value
something
added.
that's becoming compulsory sooner or later.
Okay, great. And the last question that I have for you is very hypothetical. If your company disappeared tomorrow, what is the big pinch that the Indian industry would feel?
I think so, the steel industry can never disappear. Everything is depending on steel.
Yeah.
Whether it's infrastructure, wherever we go, wherever what we do, like bottle, cap, everything is steel.
Yeah.
So how the steel industry can disappear? And the base for the steel industry is minerals. So both are correlated.
Let me take this point a little differently. If my company disappeared, what would happen?
Yes, exactly.
If that is the question, IBM has disappeared. US Steel has disappeared. The industries have progressed, right? Nothing happens overnight. Nothing depends on one single company. I don't have a single product which says that without me, the rest of the world will suffer. No.
Exactly, very right.
That is not there, right? But if anybody thinks that they have a single product without which the rest of the world will suffer, that company will not last very long.
Yeah.
So I don't think, at the end of the day, the world goes on and there's always a replacement.
But we all contribute.
The world goes on. No, nobody disappears. It's all carries on.
Nobody disappears.
Again, it's coexistence.
Yeah.
Anyway, may your companies always flourish and never crumple. Thank you so much for joining
We'll
us
always
today.
stand there.
Big,
Thank you.
Big round of applause for them,
Thank you
ladies
so
and
much.
gentlemen.